what part of my old self can I not bring to my new future?
Today we will listen to Dr. Joe Dispenza's insights on how to use the power of visualization to manifest what you want in life. Visualization is a powerful tool that can help us manifest our desires. When we visualize our goals, we are activating the same neural pathways in our brain as we would if we were actually experiencing those events. This sends a signal to the universe that we are already living in the reality we desire, which in turn attracts it towards us. To use visualization effectively, it's important to get into a relaxed state of mind, where your brain waves are in the alpha or theta state. This is where you are most open to suggestion and where you can easily access your subconscious mind. From there, you can create a mental image of what you want to manifest and really feel the emotions associated with it. The more vivid and detailed the image, and the more intense the emotion, the more likely it is to manifest in your life. One of the most common mistakes people make is not fully committing to the process. They may visualize their desires for a few minutes, but then go back to their daily routine without taking any action towards achieving their goals. It's important to not only visualize your desires, but to also take action towards them. This can include things like creating a vision board, writing down your goals, and taking inspired action towards achieving them. Remember, the power of the law of attraction is within you. With the right mindset, techniques, and actions, you can manifest anything you desire.
We're doing inside of us is producing some effect outside of us. And the moment we correlate the changes we're making inside of us with the effect we're producing outside of us, we're going to pay attention to what we did and we're going to do it again. And that's when we start to become more of the creator of our lives instead of the victim of our lives. People, when they have an event, what they do is they keep recalling the event because the emotions of stress hormones, the survival emotions, are saying pay attention to what happened because you want to be prepared if it happens again. Turns out most people spend 70% of their life living in survival and living in stress, so they're always anticipating the worst case scenario based on a past experience, and they're literally, out of the infinite potentials in the quantum field, they're selecting the worst possible outcome, and they're beginning to emotionally embrace it with fear, and they're conditioning their body into a state of fear. Do that enough times, body has a panic attack without you. You can't even predict it because it's programmed subconsciously. So then you say to the person, why are you this way? And they'll say, I am this way because of this event that happened to me 15 or 20 years ago. And what that means from a biological standpoint is that they haven't been able to change since that event. So then the emotions from the experience tend to give the body and the brain a rush of energy. So people become addicted to the rush of those emotions, and they use the problems and conditions in their life to reaffirm their limitation, so at least they can feel something. So now when it comes time to change, you say to the person, why are you this way? Well, every time they recall the event, they're producing the same chemistry in their brain and body as if the event is occurring, firing and wiring the same circuits and sending the same emotional signature to the body. Well, what's the relevance behind that? Well, your body is the unconscious mind. It doesn't know the difference between the experience that's creating the emotion and the emotion that you're creating by thought alone. So the body's believing is living in the same past experience 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And so then when those emotions influence certain thoughts, and they do, and then those thoughts create the same emotions, and those same emotions influence the same thoughts, now the entire person's state of being is in the past. So then the hardest part about change is not making the same choice as you did the day before, period. And the moment you decide to make a different choice, get ready because it's going to feel uncomfortable. People begin to say, what is my intention? And make it clear on their intention. And they write it down. Now the research shows that less than 2% of the Americans actually write their intentions or goals down. The ones that do actually write them down, they have an 80% chance of reaching those goals if they write them down. So when you write something down, you're telling your brain that you mean it. It's a direction that you're moving, and it has to be ongoing. And it's a to-be statement. A to-be statement is something that you're evolving into.
Once you get clear on your intention, the sponsoring thoughts, the list of reasons why
You want to be healthy. Because those sponsoring thoughts are really going to be the driving force to get you going in that direction. And as you begin to look at your choices and the behaviors, and you say, you know what, I've been evicting for too long. I'm not going to complain anyone or anything about anything today. I'm going to make excuses for myself. Those are the two things I'm not going to do. Just not going to go there. If you would take a minute and really begin to ask yourself, what part of my old self can I not bring to my new future? Because if I want to be a healthy or wealthy person or a genius, I can't bring these thoughts. I can't, that doesn't align it with my future. So when you begin to realize that this is the person I'm going to create, these are the things that I have to leave behind. That simple analogy will begin to help you get clear on the direction that you're moving and allow that energy to push you. Now that energy is like the flame in the alchemist's crucible. It's going to turning base metals into gold. It's going to remove the dross. And so purification comes with quite a bit of agitation. There's got to be a stirring that takes place. And I think that most of us in the last year or two have felt this incredible stirring inside of ourselves. And that's because the energy is so intense that our nervous systems then have to really adapt to it. So I think our purpose in life is really to remove these layers, these masks, these habits and emotions that block the flow of the divine within us.
Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated with all our latest content.